Okay, and we're back. We are back, people. So we need to actually get into this whole Jussie Smollett situation. I'm going to let you guys pop up here in the chat. Make sure that you can hear me and see me, and then we're going to dive in it. And then we got to come back and, of course, talk about Chrisean Rock. That story just actually broke. So make sure y'all can hear me. Go back to comments. You may deal with lies that'll say, hey. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna just wait for y'all to pop in here. AC, hey. You know what I'm loving to see? YouTube ain't slick, but I'm loving to. Well, actually, no, I'm not even gonna jinx myself. But I'm gonna just say I'm YouTube is working with me. I see the lives are going green. I love that. So maybe I'll just tone down the cursing, and that'll probably help. It won't make the show so long. Anyway, Denitra said, hey, Storm, what's up, Denitra? Thrift Queen. Okay, we back. So let's go ahead and let's get into Jussie Smollett. Now, as you guys remember, right, it's a full circle moment for me because, like I said before, I've actually been doing YouTube for almost 5 years as of December of this year, right? And when I first started on YouTube, I was talking about all kinds of stuff, and it wasn't really working and it wasn't really sticking. But when I roasted Jussie Smollett, when I roasted good old Juicy Fruit and dragged him for filth, it was like it was like something clicked. Now, when I was talking about, real life, this and this news story and that news story, nobody gave a damn. But when I roasted him, Juicy Fruit, I have to thank you. When I started off by roasting you, it was like something clicked. And the rest is history. The rest is literally history. So anyway, it's a full circle moment for me. So now, according to TMZ, Jussie Smollett has enrolled in rehab, okay? And it says because he's had an extremely difficult few years. Now, I'm trying to figure out what was so difficult about it, Jussie. All you had to do was tell the truth. All you had to do was not lie. You were literally making, what, $60,000 an episode on Empire, and you were jealous because you were not making $200,000 an episode or $400,000 an episode like Taraji P. Henson and Terrence Howard, and your time would have came. It was either $60K or $40K an episode. Either way, $40,000 for one episode of a show is freaking out of this world. It is out of this world. And because you wanted to come up with this elaborate ass whack Tyler Perry storyline that did not work, you want to say you've had a few difficult years. These difficulties were brought on by your stupidity and your lies. And here's my thing. If Jussie would just come out and say, look, I lied. It is what it is. I'm sorry. Like, we could get past it, but he is holding on to this lie. Jussie is holding on to this lie the same way, Stevie Wonder is holding on to those last few dreads on the back of his head, and it's just time to let it go. It's just really time to let it go. It is time to let it go. Everybody really believed that you walked through -20 Chicago weather to go to Subway for a foot long, and then bleach was poured on you and a noose was put around your neck. It sounded like a sick ass sex fantasy is what it really sounded like. That's what it sounded like. So you didn't have to make up a lie, Jussie. If you wanted a train ran on you, that's all you had to say. That's all he had to say. Was he wanted a train ran on him by two big black Nigerians. That's all he had to say. They could have been done. He's their type. They love, let me stop. But they love them some Juicy Fruit. I'm just saying. So anyway, let's read this article. Let's get into it. So, and I don't know why StreamYard are freezing. Okay. So it says Jussie Smollett is getting help through a rehab treatment facility. All right. It says his reps say he has been quietly working very hard for some time now, and we are proud of him for taking these necessary steps. We're told Smollett is in an outpatient program. Once again, still not taking full accountability, still trying to do things his way. You really have a problem with lying. You really destroyed your own career, destroyed the family name. You messed up people's bag on the show. You messed up everything. You truly dropped the ball. And see, the problem is now he's been out of the scene for a few years. We're out of the pandemic. We're allegedly everybody's back to work, and he wants to be taken seriously. He wants to get some roles after this actor strike is up. He wants to get back into the thick of it and be taken seriously as an artist and an actor and whatever. And we can't take him seriously until he let go of this lie. That's it. What was he smoking on? Greed. Nothing more, nothing less. Wait, Carly, holding on to the lie. Like, let it go. It's okay. You got caught. Smollett's rehab stint comes amid his ongoing appeal in Chicago criminal case. As we've reported, Jussie was found guilty of lying to cops about an alleged attack back in 2019, where he claimed 2 masked Trump supporters attacked him and put a noose around his neck. He spent 150 days in jail, but was released after a short time. He's been working on sets here in California. He's doing a project with Vivica, which he seems to be directing, but he wants to be taken seriously. And this was as of July this year, him hanging out with Taraji P. Henson. All right, as you guys see, they left the gym. Okay, let's go back. Let me go back. Okay, let's go back down. That's it. This was him at the 2022 BET Awards. See, I don't even remember people even talking about him, what he wore. Like, I literally think no one has cared. I think they literally really didn't care what he did for some time now. So low-key got blackballed and he's looking to come back. So let's listen to what TMZ said. Now, I'm just going to play the audio because y'all know TMZ don't play with a video.
Tuesdays.
There are several investigations.
All right, let's let the ad play and go through.
Going to blow your mind, but we thought about it this morning after we got a story that we broke yesterday about Jussie Smollett. It has been 5 years since the alleged hoax scam or the hoax,
the
hate crime in Chicago. 5 years. Well, actually, we're coming up on closer to 6, I think.
Yeah, this is what happens.
Wow.
This is, and 1 day you're old.
Exactly. Well, Jussie Smollett, after all of that has gone on over the last few years, and by the way, that case is still ongoing because he has filed an appeal.
He's appealing. Remember, he was sentenced, I believe, to 5 months.
Yeah.
And he started serving, and then they let him out pending appeal. The appeal is still going on, which is crazy.
Yeah, he would have been long done with serving the sentence had he done it. But what he's been going through, what we've all gone through, but what we've watched him go through has apparently taken its toll because we found out that he is getting treatment at a rehab facility, and he is doing this for some substance abuse. We don't know exactly what the issue is.
It doesn't appear to be alcohol because
based on some photos that
based on the photos we got, he's holding a book on Narcotics Anonymous, and that would suggest other substances as well. But there's something else about the picture.
Yeah, so, well, he shaved his head. Is that what you're getting at, Harvey?
Yeah.
I think the Narcotics Anonymous book was a little more telling from the photos, but his rep did confirm, that he's seeking this outpatient therapy, that he's obviously had a troubled couple of years, and they're happy, he's taking the steps in the right direction. But the other kind of interesting thing I thought of was just that, the Austin Dario brothers revealed so much during that trial when they took the stand. And remember, one of the things they said was that they were supplying him with drugs. That's one of the reasons among training him. So clearly this might have been something going on for quite some time.
I got to say that when you go back to these pictures, the fact that he shaved his head, I think it's more than just a cosmetic thing. That a lot of people, when they go through a crisis and want a fresh start, they do tend to do things like this. And he shaved his head. Look, and maybe coincidence, maybe he's had that for a while. We haven't seen him.
Yeah.
But I found that interesting.
And it isn't, and look, we don't know what prompted Jussie to say, all right, I'm going to go get treatment. I know that after he got out and he filed the appeal, he really wanted to get back to making TV, making films. And I know he directed a film, and maybe, this was something he had to do because people obviously it was an uphill battle for anyone to work with him.
It's also
in Hollywood
hard.
Anyway,
it's also hard to clear the decks when you have a case on appeal and know you could go back to prison and or
how
jail.
do you get
and
people on board
how
to
do you
do a
get people on
project?
board? Exactly.
Right.
Well, we did get those photos of him and Taraji P. Henson. So they were out.
All right. So enough of that. So y'all get the point. All right. So I'm sure we can all read in between the lines. You know, like I said, he is appealing his case, but the point is, Jussie wants to be taken seriously again. He wants more people to work with him, even though he's doing work behind the camera. You know, this business, even though I really don't consider myself in the business, but I guess I am technically, the entertainment business itself, like, it's all built off of reputation. And if there is a collective agreement in the industry to like not work with you or just kind of like not touch you, they say, well, we don't touch him, we don't deal with that, then people won't work with you. Even if they're your friends, even if they want to, even if y'all cool, you know, you could do 1,000 movies with somebody. Once you're blacklisted, they ain't answering the damn phone no more. It's just what it is. So I think he should start from scratch, do some theater, do some background work, and then slowly integrate himself back into the mainstream. I mean, who was the dude that played Iron Man? Robert Downey Jr.? He was a mess. He brought himself back. I mean, Lindsay Lohan is pretty much out of the industry, but she cleaned up her act. It's a lot of ways he could clean up his act, but what he definitely needs to do is come forth, come clean. And my guy, low key, Jussie, you didn't, like I said, first of all, you didn't have to lie to us, man. If you wanted a train ran on you, all you had to do was get on Grindr or Jack, and that could have been set up within minutes. But on a serious note, you need a tell-all interview. You need a Oprah or a Gayle King or I don't know who the equivalent is in like the social media space, but he needs a real good interview like that where he owns up to it, somebody that's going to hold him accountable, right? And then we can start to let it go because he didn't kill anybody at the end of the day. Then he'll start there where he'll do like a tell-all interview, cry the tears, beg for forgiveness. Then he needs to go on a media circuit, do like the Funny Marcos, the Bobby Althoffs, even though don't go her, just go to Marco. But you get the point. $1 million worth of game, whatever. Hit Joe Budden. Well, he can't handle no Joe Budden, but you get the point. He needs to make his rounds, just like Jada Pinkett been doing. And then after that, you know, things will turn around for him. It really will. Last I saw him, he kept insisting that it really happened. Yeah, he has to build it back up. Theater does sound good. Theater sounds perfect. Henry to apologize to the Black community. Yes. People still, look, everybody's still behind him when that happened. But then we thought about it like, this really don't make sense. Drea said, you could do it. I'll definitely reach out. Like I said, I've dragged him before, so he may not want to come over here, but it don't hurt to send an email. Because he's going to have to break down and show, like, how, like, you want me to believe, first off, when it's negative 20 degrees in Chicago, nobody's leaving their house. You're not going out for Subway, especially as somebody who's rich. You may pay somebody to go get that shit, but you're not going to get that shit. And let me say this. When it's dark and it's cold and I want some comfort food, I'm not fucking thinking about Subway. I want a soup. I want some chili. I want something hearty, not Subway. See, this is why I think you and Love Jones is a stunt, low key, to bring traffic to both channels. Oh Lord. Okay, Ray. AR said he taking that lie to the grave. No, we are going. I can't listen. On a side note, I can't even tell you the last time I ate Subway. Subway used to be good in like the 2000s, early, mid, and then somewhere along the way, that food started just like really tasting like trash. Do y'all eat Subway? I can't tell you the last time I even heard somebody say, like, I'm going to Subway. Like, yeah, Crystal says Subway is gross. Yes. I love Jersey Mike. I don't know if I've ever had Jersey Mike. Yeah, Subway with the fake bread doesn't know. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. When that Subway lost weight, I knew it was gross. Oh my God. Yeah, now celebrities doing, you can't do what they do. I like Jimmy John's. Yeah. I haven't had Jimmy John's since college. Anyway, so that's the story. That's what's going on with Jussie. We'll continue to follow that. We're going to be back live in 4 minutes to actually talk about Krishan. So apparently, Krishan rented this $2 million house. You know, she had the baby and she's already been kicked out allegedly. So, you know, I always tell y'all when it comes to you social media folks and you know, people who watch us, I love y'all. I do. But y'all need to go work for the FBI because y'all be finding out shit that we would have never thought to go and look up. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. I will catch you guys